Well, good morning, everybody. We're going to talk to you today about two of Partner Co's absolute signature products that are global. And I'm just going to say one thing from a man's standpoint before I turn it over to our superior trainer globally, Kristen White, who's owns her own CrossFit gym and is as knowledgeable on our product and the ingredients and the comparisons out there in the marketplace as anybody on planet Earth. She's hyper knowledgeable. But these two products, the Moa and the Renew, come in a what we call a subscribe and save pack for 100 points. And they literally, when you combine them together in this pack, you get both of them for the price of one buying at retail. So it is an incredible discount. And I'll just tell you, men out there, that the Moa and the Renew, if you talk to any of us men that are above 40, me about to be 55 in October, they completely reset my body. I can run out of drops and I'll make a good decision most of the time, but I cannot run out of Moa and Renew because the inflammation, the joint pain, the aches, the lack of good sleep all comes back on me and I don't feel like I perform as well. So these are two of the absolute best if you're a male out there. And Kristen, I'm probably pretty certain you're going to say the same thing about female, but we'll turn it over to you.
Okay, thanks. I'm going to share my screen really fast, and then I will have a little presentation for it. I hope you can all see. If not, please let me know. But as Todd said, this is a 100-point volume point subscription. So this pack absolutely keeps your business qualified. You need something coming through every 4 weeks. And I have to say, this one has probably been on my auto ship more than anything, because this is probably in my top 3 favorite products. These two are sitting right in there in my top 3. So this is our Moa and Renew. Obviously, we know Moa being our little superfood pack, and then Renew being our HGH booster. I'm going to talk about Renew first and then trickle into our superfoods, because Renew is a little more complex and I'll spend a little more time here. Renew is going to be the product that helps basically biohack our body and start signaling it to make HGH again. So what is HGH? HGH is human growth hormone. Everybody needs it. It's the most abundant when we're young. It's the most abundant when we're 20. This hormone is responsible for all things related to cellular regeneration and recovery. So think about that. When we start getting old, we start getting tired. We don't have as good muscle density. Our metabolism gets slower. Our hair gets thinner. Our teeth might get grayer. All the things are linked back to this hormone because it's a messenger telling your cells to stay functioning right. So what this hormone does is it helps obviously maintain muscle bone mass. Huge. I mean, muscle mass is huge. It's helping your metabolism. It's helping you keep strong. It's helping you just be able to do functional things like walking upstairs. But bone mass is huge too, because when you get older, we don't want to break if you fall down. So we obviously know this is going to help with keeping lean body mass if you're keeping muscle mass on. This hormone will absolutely help with insulin sensitivity. So think about those people out there who are insulin resistant. This is keeping your cells insulin sensitive to allow glucose to come in and be used for fuel. Obviously, our heart is a muscle, so cardiovascular health will be improved, improves mood, cognition function, brain things, improve quality of sleep. You will absolutely sleep better when you have more HGH flowing, and that is actually when it's released the most, and I'll talk about that. And then, of course, we're talking about libido here too, because that starts tapering off as you get old, and that's not fun. So you can use this and get a little spice back. Come on, computer. There we go. So when we get HGH surging in our system, it's going to go to 2 places. One, into the bloodstream, which is going to be going into our cellular repair, rejuvenation. And then another place it will go is to the liver to make insulin growth factor 1. You don't have to know what that hormone is, what it does, but it's going to essentially go to 2 places, into bloodstream or to the liver, to do 2 specific tasks. Again, just repair, or to keep your muscles, your tissues, everything strong, cartilage, when it comes to keeping your body just functioning at its optimal level. Okay, so again, it is just a very important hormone we want to keep going. So what happens when HGH starts declining. Okay, so it's naturally going to decline as we age. Ah, it's a bummer, right? It just happens, right? You get a little older, the hormone doesn't go as in abundance as it should be. So, that's just one of those things we know we have to deal with. This is a good chart to look at to see where you fall and where you might be on a scale. Now, I honestly think with all the environmental factors, with blue lights, with all the things that the stressors of today, it could be a little even dropped faster than this chart. So I was about 30, I was like 34 when I started using this. I thought I probably had plenty of HGH, but the trouble was I wasn't sleeping well. I wasn't getting a good night's rest. Started using this product, and honestly, you should see my before and afters. My face looks different, my skin looks different. I was probably already significantly lower than I had any idea I was. But there's other reasons besides aging that you can cause your own production to decline. Eating bad, junk food, toxins, preservatives, synthetic foods, non-nutritional, nutrient-dense foods can also play a role in the decline of this hormone going down faster. Decreased activity. Another natural way to have HGH surging is by exercising, right? So if you're just sitting on the couch, you're not moving much, unfortunately, if you have a desk job, which a lot of people do, they're not getting enough activity. Increased stress. Who doesn't have that? So we got to find a way to combat that. Poor sleep patterns. Your HGH is going to elevate the highest in your first 1 to 2 hours of sleep. So I'm a big stickler for sleep patterns, sleep routines. I like to go to bed at the same time. If you've ever traveled with me, a few people on here have, they know I'm like clockwork. I gotta go to bed around the same time. And it's not just because I'm an old grandma at 40. It's because I'm like so like obsessed with getting this HGH hit, because it is going to be released around, your body wants to release it around the same time every night. And it's within the first 2 hours of sleep. And we know, obviously, no abnormal hormonal stimulation. So let's talk about how you actually get HGH, okay? So HGH is going to be sent from a signal from the hypothalamus in your brain to the pituitary gland. If that signal gets sent, it's saying, woo, go make it. Go get you some HGH, girl. You need to be thriving. But here's the problem. All those factors start coming in and those signals start getting fuzzy. There's two specific signals that or pathways that get blocked, okay, from two different reasons. Now, one, the hypothalamus will not send the signal as well due to a hormone called somatostatin. We all have it. It's a natural inhibiting hormone. You need it for a little bit for like gut processes, but the problem is when it gets too abundant, that signal starts getting fuzzy. It's kind of like if you're talking in someone's ear like this and they can hear what you're saying really good and they know the direction to go take. That's what we want, right? But somatostatin comes in and it's starting to get fuzzy. You can't understand me, right? That's essentially what that hormone's doing. It's not allowing the interpretation to be sent from the hypothalamus to the pituitary gland. That's not good. But I'm going to show you in a minute how this product can help open that back up and get the hypothalamus sending that signal better. The second reason this signal starts getting blocked is due to an enzyme we naturally produce, unfortunately, called DPP4. And this enzyme will again start blocking the signal. I'm going to use the interpretation of we have it blocked, but now we also have another channel that we need opened. And again, the hypothalamus wants to send, and I attribute this one to, like, remember dial-up internet? It kind of worked in the 90s. You crossed your fingers. Is it going to connect? Is it going to connect this time? And then, it wouldn't, you'd have to try again. But what we have developed is a blend that helps block DPP4. And now we have wonderful wireless, perfect internet. I forget what it's called. My husband knows all the fancy ones because that's what we have to have at our house. But it's like we can high stream anything, and that is what this signal starts being able to do, getting it from the hypothalamus to the pituitary gland, and it's a perfect internet connection at that point. We're not blocked, okay? Let's talk about really fast the signs of HGH deficiency. Because how would you know? Like, most people have no idea what HGH stands for, much less knows how to, is it because of that? They just think it's a natural thing to get older and feel bad. That's not natural, by the way. You're going to get older, but you don't have to feel bad. So hair loss could be happening. Um, Thinning skin. Have you ever noticed on older people, their skin and their hands? It's just, it's droopy. They cut easy. That's a factor in this hormone. Decreased muscle strength, obviously, decreased muscle mass, decreased sexual libido, fatigue. Could be some insulin resistance, weight gain, poor sleep patterns, and believe it or not, this hormone does elevate your mood. Okay, so depression, anxiety. Here's the concept of Renew. There are 4 different blends in this product. 2 are the main boosting blends, and 2 are supportive blends. And to me, it really is a full synergistic effect on when you use it, because the boosting blends, we know we're going to start blocking the somatostatin and the DPP4, but then we have these supportive blends that help your body naturally start making it as well. So here they are. We have the signal booster blend, we have the amino booster blend, we have a vitamin and mineral blend, and we have a restorative blend. All of these work together. The signal booster blend is the one that's specifically going to tackle that DPP4. And by the way, that blend blocks it by 99.999%. Like all I had to hear was that, and I was like, I'll never get off this product. Like, you're blocking that enzyme, and I'm at least going to have that channel open. At least that's going to be open for the hypothalamus to get it to the pituitary gland. I'm sold. So let's look at the ingredient list so you can actually see, because this is amino acids. This is food. This is non-synthetic, non-hormone. That is huge to me because a lot of people are chasing the HGH world right now, but they are using synthetics. Okay, do they work? Yeah, it makes their HGH go up. Does it make them feel better? I'm sure it does. But would I put that in my body? Absolutely not, because then my pituitary gland might not ever know how to make it on its own again after I pull off. I don't want that. I just want my body to do what it's supposed to do. So we got the signal booster blend. This is the one that's blocking the DPP4. So you see, we have food in here. We have noni juice. We have all these fruits, turmeric. It's all natural. Okay, and this is the one that's going to help that DPP4. We have the amino acid blend. We have L-arginine, L-citrulline, L-lysine, and beta-alanine. Oh, those are such fun words for me because I'm in the fitness world. Like, you try to find those in all the things. But get this, they help get somatostatin down, along with doing a lot of other good things, by the way. Those amino acids are like really key essential for a lot of good stuff, but we're talking about the somatostatin right now. Then I like to point out they have this huge vitamin panel. This vitamin panel, each one was specifically picked for its role in helping your body produce HGH. They weren't just random. Some of them, like zinc, actually helps your cellular membrane send better neurosignals, because once they get the signal, the cell's got to say, go do this. Zinc plays that role. So that's put in there. Then, of course, we have some B3s, B6, B12s. Those are also good at helping promote HGH start surging. So these were picked selectively for the product because it's a supportive blend, because, well, this company wouldn't just make something kind of half. They're going to go all in, so they make it the best. Then we have the restorative sleep blend. This is probably the best supportive part to the product because, like I said, sleep is essential when you get into HGH production. That is when it's going to be at the highest. That is when you're going to recover the most. That's when your cells are going to be repairing when your body has shut down. Okay, so they have GABA in here, which helps you sleep better. And by the way, If you don't take this at night, you can take this in the day, and I promise you, your sleep will still be better. I have some people on this in my gym who says, for some reason, they're in the very, very small percentage that they can't take it at night. So you might be one of those. So I tell them to take it earlier in the day, and then they should still get all the benefits of the product. And she's actually said this week, you know what? I've started sleeping better because you told me I could take it during the day. Because there's something, she has a niacin, um, like a sensitivity. So she just doesn't, she doesn't like to take it late. But now she's still sleeping better. It's working because the product is surging. So, HGH has been shown to improve stronger bones, muscles, sense of well being, improve sleep. I'm a testament to that. Improve sexual libido, reduce body fat, improve cardiovascular health, and improve cognition. This is a staple for me. I've used it every night for the past almost 4 years, and I don't have any plans of getting off. So, let's move into Moa. Moa is our 36 superfood, let's just say that superfood functional food blend. It's 1.7 ounces of a liquid. And here's the thing, it's food. Like, look at the ingredients. We're talking food basically put into a giant blender. It's not really what they put it in, but they emulsify it. And if you actually put this in a little cup, you'd see the food particles. You know you're getting real nutrition that's not been watered down. It's kind of thick, it's kind of spicy, it's kind of powerful when you've ever when you first take your first one. But I love that because I'm getting biotin, I'm getting turmeric, and I know those things are actually helping one absorb nutrition, but we know turmeric is really solid for inflammation. And then, of course, we have like some of the favorite things that people just know are good on an antioxidant level. We have blueberries. Obviously, that's one of like the most powerful fruits on the planet, right? People see strawberry, so they think it might be sweet, but it's not. We have pomegranate, again, huge antioxidant hint, elderberry, goji berries, but of course, my favorite part is going to be the mushrooms, and I'm going to get to those. But a functional food is just a super highly nutritious food that's associated with a number of potential health benefits that may help, one, get you out of nutrient deficiencies and help promote growth and development. It is giving you cellular nutrition, micronutrients. It's for your cells to go do their jobs. If your cells don't have those micronutrients, guys, you are not going to thrive. You need more than your macros. You need more than fats, protein, carbs. You need vitamin C. You need vitamin E. You need calcium. You need magnesium. You need all these things to let your cells go have a good time and make you feel good. Okay. And that's what's in this little packet. My favorite part is the mushrooms, obviously super high in antioxidants, obviously very anti-inflammatory. So when you use this, you might notice some inflammation go down, joints, knees, ankles, hips, like just the aches and pains could get better. I obviously use it because I like to work out a lot. It keeps the inflammation down on me, and I can recover 10 times faster when I use this. And then we have our adaptogens. All mushrooms are adaptogens. So we know adaptogens are like the ashwagandha and rhodiola, but all 6 of these mushrooms are adaptogens. So they are helping your body get back into balance. So whatever stress is going on, whatever physiological thing is going on, adaptogens actually say, hey, let me go work on that for her. Let me go try to figure that out. Her heart rate's high. Maybe I could help her pull that down. She's got a dip in energy. Maybe I could help pull it up. That's what adaptogens do. They help keep you centered. And then obviously we have mushrooms that have immunomodulating properties. So this is the one when people say, I have some sort of autoimmune and they start using this. Again, we don't heal, treat, cure, diagnose anything, but immunomodulating properties mean they can help tone down an overactive immune system, which is what an autoimmune issue is, or they need an immune system boost to help fight off colds, flu. So that's viruses, bacteria, pathogens. So it keeps your body strong, but again, centered. So my favorite part is the mushrooms. I think mushrooms in the next 5 years are going to be the biggest buzz marketing selling thing because they are so powerful, so beneficial, and we have 6 in here. And these individually sourced are very expensive. Okay. And then this is again our Renew Moa Pack. I personally think this is probably the best bang for your buck, maybe in the back office. It's 169 bucks. I sell these in my gym for 135 a piece. So you can see, even if I don't use them, I'm selling them and making some money back. But this is the one that stays in my auto ship very frequently. And it's 100 PB, keeps you qualified, and you're set. I hope this was helpful, and I'm going to come back.